Hi lovelies. You're welcome to Reviews and Recaps. Let's get into today. Today we're talking about Aisha and Donta from the last season of Ready to Love. Now let's get into this mess. I don't know if you guys know, but apparently there is a fourth baby on the way. Now, for those of you who watched the last season of Ready to Love, you know that Donta had 3 babies by 3 different baby mothers. Now, first of all, from day one, I never understood why he was on the show, because I understand that people all need redemption, but at the end of the day, right, 3 different babies by 3 different baby mothers shows that there is an issue somewhere. For me, I'm just like, why do you feel like it's right to be distributing your seed everywhere? So to me, that would have been a red flag, but apparently not for Aisha. Now, when she was talking about everything that happened, so she had a 2-hour live. I watched most of it. And she was basically talking about how they were dating. They've been dating for about 8 months. She found out that he cheated on her with not 1, not 2, but multiple people. And there is 1 person, 1 baby on the way. Like, that is just crazy. That is intense. That's crazy. I feel so bad for Aisha. Honestly, I do. I really feel bad for her. I think it's a lesson to everyone and women watching, when it comes to, especially when someone has had multiple partners and is out here spreading their seed with everyone that they are dating, then there are certain questions and you should be aware that, proceed at your own risk. Because to me, if someone came to me and they've had 3 different baby mamas, I'll be thinking, why do you constantly, let's say the first one was a mistake, the second one you didn't learn, the third one, are you serious? That means for me, I just think you don't believe the same things I do. You don't have the same value in terms of family and having all of your children in the same household if you can, so to me, that raises some questions, that raises some red flags. I would not even be proceeding in the first place. And to now hear that he cheated on her with multiple, not 1, not 2, that is very heartbreaking. Now, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but the way I feel about Ready to Love is I just feel like a lot of the people that come to Ready to Love now, they just do it for fame. They do it for attention. They do it for fame. That is all it is about for them. Most of them are trying to grow in their careers and they're thinking, what reality TV show can I go on and get some fans? That is honestly what I believe. I feel like it is no longer about finding love. It is no longer about actually making genuine connections. Like, if I compare the first season of Ready to Love and maybe the second season to what we're now having to deal with, the difference is crystal clear. It's almost like all these people all these years were, wanted fame and just thought now there is an opportunity for me to get fame by just going on a show and pretending that I am ready to love. Now, there are some things Aisha said that I was like, oh my God, I felt bad for her. She said that, at different points, she said to Donta, if this is a game for you, if this is all about the show, don't do that with me, don't play with me and all these stuff. And he was assuring her he's never gonna hurt her, he's committed and all these things, only for him to be out here cheating and spreading his seeds all around, all around the streets, honey. I'm not surprised. I was hoping it wouldn't happen and I was hoping that it wouldn't be a thing. I'm not one to be like, oh, I knew from day one and stuff like that. I just think it's not helpful. I think in the sense of it is a lesson for us all. Because I know as women, sometimes we always feel like we're going to be the man's redemption. And, he seems different and he's going to change with me and all of these things. And it's me that he's going to wifey and all of these things, But the reality is sometimes that's not the case. I think he has a lot of growing up to do. He has a lot of healing to do. He has a lot of, a lot of work that needs to be done. I know he comes across and says things like, he's done the work and stuff, but anyone who's done the work is not going to be blatantly out in these streets just cheating left, right, and center, because you would have more respect for your own body. And you will also have more respect for your seed. You're not going to just be planting your seed wherever your seed wants to be, or wherever you feel like, oh, well, like, oh, well, let me just plant my seed here again. Like, no, you would have like respect for yourself and, for what you're trying to do. So, or what you're trying to build with Aisha or with whoever. It just doesn't come across as he has any respect for his own body. Deeply disappointing. I'm sad for her because she seems truly hurt. If I'm being honest, from outside looking in, I know sometimes when you're in relationships, you're very blinded. You don't really see all the signs or all the red flags and things like that. But from outside looking in, it always seemed like she was the one all in love and putting so much effort, and he was just, However, what I did notice from watching the live, fairness to Aisha, what I noticed from watching the live was he was doing a lot of these things under the radar. He was doing a lot of these things privately. So, for example, she said something about him writing her, I think, a love note or something. I can't remember the specifics now, but there were loads of different things like that she was saying that he was doing. And so it was almost like love bombing, doing all these things and coming on so hot and strong, like, yes, I'm all about you and I'm all into you and I'm here for this and here for all of that, And so that was the vibe that was the vibe that he portrayed to her. And so I'm not surprised that she believed him and trusted that he was coming correct. And one of the things Aisha said was, and for some of you that have watched the Dante interview, I think with Little Black Book, he was talking about how, there were all these plots and schemes from different people and they wanted to bring him in so that they could stay till the end. Now, I don't understand why all these people want to stay till the end. Can someone tell me, does Ready to Love pay people to be on the show? Because I'm starting to notice that some of them, it's not about love, it's not about connections. They just want to stay on till the end. Is it their competitive spirit that is getting in the way, or is there some financial benefit to actually staying till the end? Also, it could just be exposure, and these people just want exposure at all cost. So they're willing to do whatever they need to do to get what they want. One thing I have to say is Aisha does not deserve this. No one does. And I feel like, I know some people want to go back to her and be like, well, you should have seen it from day one. I understand, but she didn't. So let's treat her with grace and respect. And, for example, let who is without sin cast the first stone. I'm sure some of you have stayed with no good for nothing man for so long. Didn't break up with someone who was abusive to you, emotionally abusive, until years down the line when you should have left on day one. How about that? So let's be graceful and respectful when we're talking about this situation. And I hope that I've done that in this episode. And thank you so much, guys. I will do the review for you guys ASAP for the new season that I've been covering. I'll also be doing Ready to Love and continue my review with Love and Marriage Huntsville. But for now, I just had to take a quick break in between and send you and record this for you guys because I feel like it's a hot topic. Everyone is talking about it. And yeah, I just wanted you guys to let me know in the comment section if you know about what's going on with Aisha and Dante. Did you call it from day one? What are your thoughts on exactly everything that has happened? Let me know in the comment section below and have a lovely day.